Join the legendary Force MDs in the morning, along with Dr. Pebbly Pooh, the first female hip-hop soloist, in the mornings on the Force MDs Morning Show, featuring Dr. Pebbly Pooh, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, live on Facebook or on Uni TV and radio on the Force MDs page.
Is only $5.
Oh man, $5.
Yes, CJ. Yes.
Oh man.
Bath salt version 2.
Oh, this is scary, man. See the feet. See the feet.
See the cedar.
Ain't cedar.
Okay, so we waiting on our guest who just popped up. I just said his name and he popped up. Oh, yo, I think our guest is backstage. He's slap boxing with Redman. I think he's back there slap boxing with Redman. You know what I mean? And he don't drink alcohol, so I think he's drinking a cold iced tea back here. You know what I mean? But we're gonna bring our guests on. Everybody, he said it's lemonade, huh? What's going on, good brother?
What up, legend?
Hey!
Now look, we see half of your head. How can we see your whole head? Yeah, we know your head kind of big, but we understand.
Yeah. Over here, man.
Yeah. What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
What's
Man,
good?
hustling like a 70s dance. What up, man?
Hey, do it all. I just was telling them, I was like, listen, you got the perfect name. Do it all.
Oh, my God. You got to be careful what a moniker you choose, because, Lord.
Yeah.
No, but do it all. Listen, I know that you was running in Jersey, and I think that you should do it again. I think that you should run again.
I'm doing it right now.
Yeah,
I've been on the campaign trail since June.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. Shut up, Khalil. Mind your business.
Okay.
No, I think you are a great person to actually run.
Wow,
and
I
really want people to come out and to support, because you do it all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you look out for not only the men, because you got your men folks and things like that, but you look out for the women and you look out for the children. And that is the main thing. It's not, you don't just selectively, I'm going to pick this one, I'm going to pick this one. You look out for everyone. You try to help everyone. So for those that are on here and they're listening, I just want y'all to know that this man is phenomenal. He's a businessman. He's well taught, just know how to speak very well. And I congratulate you across the board.
Thank you, man. For real.
Yes.
Thank you so much. It means a lot. Women are important. Very important. I come from a single household, single moms, just a single black woman, single mom raising 2 children.
Hold up. Something's hitting, but is anybody got more than one device or something's hitting real quick? I hear something fidgeting. You hear that?
I don't.
Yeah, I hear it.
But go ahead, dude.
Yeah, so I come from a single household with a mom raising 2 children, and it really just showed me the strength of a woman, man, and how important a woman is in your cipher. As I started to do business and as I started to just learn through the entertainment game, I realized that it's important to have, in order to have balance and in order to have a complete cipher, you need a woman on your team.
That's right.
And I'm not talking about just your wife or your girl, and that's
right.
cool and important as well, but I'm talking about just somebody who you're not intimate with, but you need that female energy. You need that around you, and I keep it around me now, man. And I take it from my brother Dame Dash. He said, if you don't have a woman on your squad, there's something wrong with you.
Something wrong.
What I mean?
Because we are the solution.
Okay,
we are definitely solution.
What up? Do it all.
And as you see the screen right now, you see my 2 brothers, man. And I look at these 2 guys as my big brothers, man. Kai and Steve has always been nothing but just pure dope energy, man. And look, they got you right with them, right in the middle of them. You probably see these 2 fools balanced like I don't know what.
She had to go. I think we just changed the whole. She had to go, dude. She had to go. We just changed the whole. We changed the show back.
Don't be changing the show up.
No, this is what he do. He jealous. He get mad. He get jealous.
God, you crazy. God.
Hey, do it all, man. Yo, bro. yo, man, I'm always, like I said, just like Pep, I'm real proud of you, man, what you do, man. Now, I don't know y'all a dope MC group. Y'all made a big mark for Jersey. Some niggas act like we forget sometime, but y'all definitely a big part of the whole Jersey movement. Y'all Redman, and we named them all, I see, but y'all was definitely the front runners of the Jersey movement with the hip hop. And you a person, by what you're doing right now, you know the streets, you know the real struggle. Some of these politicians don't really know because they ain't lived it. You
That's
lived
right.
it. You probably a person that lived it and know. Like, I know what people really need. Y'all can act. Some people front like they know as much, but you really know because you come from the streets and you grind. So you know the struggle that we've been through. And I'm happy that you really trying to get things what the community needs, man. You the voice, man. They needed a real voice, man. And I'm happy you came through, man.
I thank you for that too, Steve, man. Like, and one thing I gotta say, man, you popped up in my studio. Maybe what was that, about 3-4 years ago? Yo, you had the hood excited. My uncle was calling me. I'm like, man, you don't never call me. He like, you had the picture on Force MD. No, he called y'all Force MC. Is that Force MC? I was like, yeah. I said, what I gotta do? I gotta have the Force MCs pop up all the time. Give me a call, man.
Hey, dude, let me say this. I know you're gonna be doing things in the city, man. Which you got our support, and it's like it's when you running for a job like that and being a service like that to a city like Newark, it ain't just the people of color. It's the other people that you got to make sure that you understand their needs and they wants and so forth and so on like that. And being intelligent and being able to ascend from at a young age, from knowing the struggles and seeing what the rich and the different lifestyles. So you pretty much is able to process pretty much the needs and stuff. But it's that balance that's going to keep everything moving neat, sweet, and complete. You know what I mean? It's that balance, having that clear balance. But I do want to say, for the people that's listening out there, our audience that's listening out there, we was telling them that, about, you was coming on, and a lot of people are impressed that you're able to, ascend to go to these different heights like that and be able to be versatile, even have the balls to say, yo, you know what, I can do this. Now that to us, for the culture of hip hop, that's major because we see Scarface doing what he's doing, and knowing that we know how to be a service to help people, man, because at the end of the day, hip hop was something that helped us, understand how to, be a service to people, make people feel good, be the soundtracks of their life, whatnot, get them out the hood, take them around the world and all that. And this right here is like it's just so dope. It's just scary how dope it is. Because at the end of the day, it's just like to say, yo, that's Do It All, councilman of Newark. That's like, oh shit. Because all these people always thought hip hop wasn't gonna go far. And now look where they you got councilman, you got this, running for this, you got that. But going back to the beginning of the Lords of the goddamn Underground.
Hey, Todd, let me just address, because I know Stevie kind of mentioned it too, and you're mentioning it too. I just kind of want to address that before we move on. Like, hip hop started all of this, man. What I mean by that is that hip hop has always been talking about social ills and things in our society that we couldn't be a part of, or we felt like we didn't have a voice for. So hip hop became that voice. The culture of hip hop became that movement, and it's just the movement of the youth. I like, when I look, the way that I was taught the hip hop was that you talked about how you were living the culture through its elements. You know what I mean? That's how I was taught the hip hop. So when I look at it that way and I break it down in my mind, hip, as KRS-One and my man Hakeem Green, we always say that hip is being in the now. Hip is being in the knowing, and then hop is a form of movement. So if you look at it that way, hip hop, that all that means is the now movement. And usually the now movement, that's why hip hop is so forever youthful. You know what I mean? So it's for the youth. The youth have a voice because they feel the most oppressed, because you have the adults oppressing them, you have other people, other different races oppressing them, you have the rich or the class people oppressing them. So they always wanted you to hear their voice. That's how I came up. So as hip hop started to grow, I started to learn from mentors. You know, when I was coming up, I didn't really have. I was looking for somebody like myself. I feel like I became the guy that I was looking for when I was a youth. You know, and that's why I'm still in Newark, New Jersey. My DJ Lord Jazz, big mansion in Miami,
Lord Jazz.
Funky Man, a villa in the south of France. I live right here in Newark, New Jersey, in the hood. I live in the hood.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it's love. It's love from the people because they know that I'm here for them. They know that I'm the voice for them. But it's not easy. You know, it really is not easy. You know, I had to fight just so they can believe that I'm actually fighting for them. You know, and that's the crazy thing. I had to fight so that they can see that I'm really fighting for them. And you know, it becomes a struggle at times too, because you still have haters. You still start to realize why Malcolm X got shot or why Martin Luther King got shot when you feel like they were only doing good and speaking up for our culture. And I was thinking when you do good that people are with you. Nah, it's not really like that.
It's not like
that. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
You know,
look,
facts.
Mick Benzo said you cannot win seats without other ethnic people voting for you. Blacks are not going to get you in a seat. Barack Obama did not get put in the seat as a president by black people. It was done by or ethics of others.
Right.
So,
Man,
you
shout out
know,
to Mick Benzo, man.
listen,
let me read this to Mick, bro. Paul, let me read. It says lyrics. It says the year is 1971. Now it comes from the first of the children of the Roten. Lords of the underground witness the birth of the funky child. Do it all. Hit him. Born with the funk from the womb of Brenda. See like the lords, but you used to dig the spinners.
Used to dig the spinners all day.
First with the style from the birth of canals. And now I got the flavor to make the crowd go wild.
Wow.
Go dig it. Ooh, watch me kick it. I'm talking no shorts unless girls from a midget.
Oh, shit.
I pack the pieces more than chicken packs greases. Oh, this nigga right here.
Hey, that sounds like a Google lyric sheet, but
Mick sent that over. Mick Benzo sent that over. That was dope.
Man, that's Uncle Mickey Ben, man. Like, that's my brother, man. Him and Ice, they always show love. They always come out and support, man. And I really, and that's what I want people to know. I want people to understand that Tupac and I had a conversation years ago. We were both 20 years old. I just turned 50 in January. But
congratulations.
There you go, bro.
Thank you, man.
Man. You don't look it.
Especially
you know you're
coming from
looking.
a city like Newark, I didn't even think I would make it to be 21, man. So hip hop saved my life, you know. But
facts.
But coming from, you know, when Tupac and I was 20 years old, we were on tour with Tupac. We had a conversation, and Pac was telling me, like, he was way before his time because I wasn't even in the space, you know, in the mind space to understand what he was saying until really years later. But we actually almost got into a fight. That's how we got cool.
Wow.
But he came to my motel room. This is when we were having rooms outside motel. We was on a van. It was Tupac Shakur. It was Patra. It was Janae with Fam actually on the road with them. And it was Outkast opening up for us. And Biggie used to be with Pac sometime and Thug Life. The Outlaws weren't there yet. So on the tour, man, Pac came to my room after we had an argument in the van. And he came to my room. He had 240s in his hand. He had a blunt behind the ear. He had a Newport behind the other ear. And he knocked on my door. And I didn't really know what to expect because Pac was loud and, you know. So I called Lord Jazz downstairs like, yo, Pac at my door because he witnessed the argument. And he was like, I was like, yo, Pac at my door. He was like, yo, they with somebody? You want me to come up? I'm like, nah, you good. He by himself. I'm just letting you know, just in case something happened. You already know what's going on. You know, I open the door, man. Pac just looks at me. I don't say anything. And then he like, you gonna let me in? So I moved out the way. You know, he comes in the room. And back then, it's 2 beds in the motel room. So he sits on one. I sits on the other. He cracks the 40 and hands it to me. He cracks another 40, takes a swig, takes the Newport out, light it up. And then he was like, yo, you know you was wrong, right? And I really was. I was just saying that with my crew because I felt like my crew was getting dissed and I couldn't let that happen. So he's like, you know you was wrong. I didn't say nothing. And then he was like, but that's why he said, that's why I like you, man. I respect that because you took up for your crew when you was wrong. And he's like, I can respect that. And then just to fast forward, he started going into things, man. He said, dude, man, we got to sell millions of records because we need millions of fans to become millions of voters. I was like, voters? And he was like, yeah. He said, man, we need to make millions of dollars, go back to our own neighborhoods and live in our neighborhoods. He said, but not only live in our neighborhoods, start youth initiatives and create nonprofits. And then he said, man, we might have to do something that we don't want to do. And I was like, what's that? He's like, we might have to become elected officials so we can control legislation. If we don't control legislation and the laws, then it's never going to be meant for us. And I was like, man, we ain't becoming no politicians, man. We rappers.
Yeah.
That was my response to him. And then after he got killed, man, I just thought back to those conversations and I realized that I have done everything he asked of me, man.
Wow. That's deep.
Community impact.
Yes.
That's deep. That's deep right there, bro.
Sometimes
I live in my community. You know what I'm saying? I brought all my experience of hip hop back to Newark, New Jersey. If y'all notice, y'all see that I wear Newark on my hats a lot, Newark on my shirts a lot, because I'm happy about what made me. If I can affect millions of people through hip hop, the way that we hip hop in Newark, then that means that Newark has an impact. And I want people to understand that impact comes right from here and hip hop. But also with the politics, I want the hip hop culture to understand that, shout out to Shine for becoming the first elected official in the world.
Belize.
In the world. But I have the opportunity to become the first hip hop platinum selling artist in the United States of America. And because I lost the first time, Scarface lost his time, Willie D didn't make it, Luke didn't make it in Miami. So now it's back around to me. So I have the opportunity to become the first.
Listen, but everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason.
But Peppy, it's not just about being the first, though, right? It's about I want people to understand that you can utilize Newark, New Jersey. When I win that seat, I want people in hip hop to understand that we can utilize Newark, New Jersey as a blueprint, as a model for their city. Come up in here and buy real estate. Come up in here and see what we're doing and utilize the power, because community can only go here. But you need political power to go here.
There. Yes.
Make change.
Wow.
Absolutely. Listen, sometimes God speaks to, a lot of times God speaks to someone so that they can speak to you. And it's all about what you do with that message. And even though you didn't take it right then, it made you see it later on. And here you are. You know what I'm saying? I feel it. I know you're going to do it. I know you're going to do it. That's what I feel. I know you're going to do it. I'm going to say congratulations now.
We already claimed it. We already claimed it. God already said.
You even had
just ours to lose. If that makes any sense,
You even had you even had Wyclef, right? Wyclef ran in Haiti, right? Trying to
that's right.
Haitian, right? In Haiti, yeah.
That's my brother.
Yeah, man, yeah. And Wyclef's other home is Jersey, right? Correct. The Fugees are from Jersey. That's what I forgot. The Fugees.
Going back what you said, dude, when you said going back what you said about Shine being like the first elected official. Belize, I was watching this interview on hold on, I'm gonna mute you a little bit right now because that you can still hear me, right, dude? Yeah. I was watching this interview on Hot 97 with Ebro and all of them on there, Rosenberg and all that. Oh wow, he jumped off. He'll be back on. Steve, you muted yourself?
Yeah, he muted him.
Unmute yourself, Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. No, something happened. Oh, there you go. There you go. He's coming back. He's coming back. Yeah, dude, you there?
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but go ahead, finish your joint.
Yeah. No, real quick. No, it's just when you look at somebody like Shine, you got the little case with Puffy, and you see where he come from and where he went. And I was just listening to how articulate he was speaking on the Breakfast Club. I said, yo, you would have never perceived, with him being with Puffy and the image that was created around him through the hip hop persona that he had, that this was all in him like this to be who he became to be. It's like, like who you are, it comes out. So what you were saying about Tupac and all that always been in you, like you said, that always been in you. Because at the end of the day, to get any milestones reached, it always starts at a local level. It has to start locally. It starts in your community. Your role is so powerful in your community. If people only knew how it starts locally, and these, other people from other ethnicities, they've been doing this for years. They always get the counseling. They get they in every major seat controller, because the people come out and they hear their voices and they vote their people in office. So we got to make sure Do It All does it. You know what I mean? We know he's going to do it. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We know he's going to do it. Like I said, our support is with you on that, because this is major, man.
Yes.
Yeah, man. We definitely got to get. I got to say, for the urban community, man. It's just we are just now starting to really vote more, because at first we was like lazy. Black people didn't want to vote, man.
I don't know. Man.
Now they starting to get more. They starting to vote more now, man, because all the pressures.
Maybe this white.
Huh?
Yeah. I think the Wi-Fi you got is. I don't know.
I don't know what's happening. Maybe it's this Wi-Fi.
Yeah, because he probably gotta go out. Try to go out and come back in again.
Do that again. That's a good one, Mick. Mick said, look at Nipsey Hussle. Or he tried building something in his community, and what happened? You answered the question. Because dead vultures out there regardless. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that was important, man. That was important. This is,
Oh my God!
I forgot to put it on Instagram while we was talking. I got so into the conversation, I forgot to go to Instagram. And load it on Instagram. But yeah, so yeah, we talking to Do It All from Lords of Underground. He's running for councilman out there in Newark, New Jersey. If anybody's out there in Jersey, make sure you support our brother, man. He's out there doing his thing. It's a lot of people watching us right now. I don't know, the views just went way up here. They way up here right now. So yeah, yep. There you go. Do you back?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you sound good. Yeah, you sound good. Yeah, Do It All. We definitely, like I said, the urban communities. For years, a lot of politicians try to use rappers to really get the urban community to rap, making commercials to get rappers to do it, because they couldn't really do it. They had to get the streets to do it. So now,
Steve, you there? Steve, you went mute. Wow, today is a weird day today. Tell me, Stevie D, we can't hear you. Go in and come back out.
All right, I'm good.
Yeah, you're back. Yeah, all right, back in the.
My phone keep ringing. My phone keep ringing, man. Every time it turns me on.
Tell they ass you on the air.
I can't. I'm trying. As soon as I do, I hang up and it erases me. But
tell Trump to take a dump. Go ahead.
No. I just said
that the politicians used to use rappers to promote them and help them get the word out, the message out.
Exactly, especially helping to get the black vote. Just and Hispanic vote. Just for people that love rappers and love the the culture, and try to help them to vote. So I'm happy that you being a rapper, I'm sure that you're gonna get definitely a lot of urban votes, but that don't mean it's like all the white votes and all the other votes that come with it to try
Spanish and all that.
Yeah. But but a lot of white people are into rap now. So they always been into rap. You go to concerts, you see more white people than black people in rap concerts right now. So
Right.
hopefully, man, like even Trump trying to, Lil Wayne trying to just sprinkle people to try to get the black community to go towards them more. But it just got to be natural because our black people, man, was the ones that we really had to push to vote, man. A lot of black people back in the day was too lazy to vote. They want to vote. They didn't know
Yeah,
the
James.
power. Didn't want to.
Yeah,
They want to complain about shit that happened, but didn't know the
right.
power of vote. That if you didn't want it to happen, you should have went and vote.
James is saying, is it really worth voting? Yes, it
Let me
is.
explain to you why it's really worth voting. I understand why people say that on the federal level, because in certain cities you feel like the federal level, the voting, the policies of the federal level don't really trickle down to your community. But the thing about politics, all politics are local. And in some places for real, like I know that's a cliche saying, but all politics really are tribal. Meaning that your local community, they say that it takes the village to raise the children or the youth or the city or whatever it is. So all politics are local. So that means that the politics, it is so super important to vote locally because those politics affect you directly. So that means that politics really trickle up because the more you vote on a local level, the more funding you get on a state level, the more funding you get on the federal level. So
Yes,
the importance of voting local for your mayors, for your council people, for your school districts. You have children that go to school in those cities, in those states. So it's super important to vote locally.
Okay. Yeah, we getting thrown off a little bit. He should be back. So here we go. Coming back. Yeah, do you?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah,
what's
do.
going on today.
Yeah. It happens every now and then. But we good. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
finish what you saying.
So
Finish what you saying, dude.
I was just saying, man, that it's super for the people who ask the question, is it even important to vote? Yes, especially where you live. It's super important to vote because that affects you directly. Voting for your mayors, voting for your council, voting for your local senators, because the more you vote there and you affect policy there, that those policies affect you directly when it comes to school boards. If you have your children in certain schools, public schools in those cities, it affects you directly. So
yes,
politics really trickles up. Don't worry about the federal government policies that trickle down because they reach to the states. They reach to the cities. The more population that the city has, the more things that are happening in certain cities, those affect the politics on a federal level. So if you don't vote locally, you're definitely messing up by for policies that are voted for on a federal level. So vote locally, vote locally, vote locally, definitely.
Yeah, yeah, that's important. So let me ask you. So do really realistically right now, uh, what's your job description? So people don't. A lot of people don't know what councilman does. Some people in ask us in the what you call. Tell them what is your job description? What are your services that you're going to be providing for the community?
Well, technically, on paper, a councilman is just a legislator. And what a legislator is, you have the legislator, they vote on laws, they vote on
Right,
policies, they create policies, they create
right.
laws, and they present them to the council, which is voted on. And in Newark, New Jersey, we have the Faulkner Act, which is Faulkner is named after a mayor who used to be a mayor in Montclair, New Jersey. But the Faulkner Act says that there is 9 governing bodies. So we have five wards in Newark, New Jersey. So you have one member of council out of those 5 wards, and then you have 4 at-large members, and you have to get 5 votes to pass legislation into law. and
Mm,
and uh and to get a financial law passed, you have to have 6 votes to get that passed into law. So my job as a councilman will be to vote on, propose legislation and create legislation. But in cities like Newark, New Jersey, cities like Cleveland, cities like Oakland, certain cities, these chocolate type of cities, even though that is the job description and it's only a part-time on paper jobs description, it's way more than that. Because the people in Newark, New Jersey are not just going to go for someone sitting in a seat pushing a pen and voting on a law and never coming out to office. You can't do that in a city like Newark, New Jersey. There's too many issues. There's too many concerns. So you have to be present. We back?
I can't hear. Yes, yes.
There we go. I don't hear the big homies either. I don't hear
They
Khalil. We
they
can't hear
mute.
you, Kyle.
Khalil, you muted, and Stevie,
Yeah,
you
I'm
muted.
good.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, there you
Yo,
go.
dude, you dropping bombs on them too, man. Come on, man. Damn, man. We got no keep it going, bro. No keep it going, though.
Yeah, I mean, like, so the job description, you have to be present in a city like Newark, New Jersey. You can't just sit behind a desk. When you do something from afar, it's good. It's cool. It helps people from afar. But when you're actually present, you're in somebody's face, presence has more of an impact than anything, man.
Let me read this. Mickey Benson just texted me this to read. It said, I grew up in a single parent household in a working class, predominantly all black neighborhood in the metropolitan Atlanta. My mother always voted, but we never had serious conversations about voting. In school, I learned about the importance of voting and how people that looked like me fought for this right while being subjected to physical beating and discrimination. I heard it, but honestly, that imagery was so far from my rim of reality and what I had to deal with on a day-to-day basis. All right. Damn, this thing is, do it all got a bad connection. Where he was at, he got a bad connection. Yeah, but this is good, man. This is good to know when our people, man, you know.
Yeah, not only that, there's people that don't really understand, like, how can I run in their town, in their state, in their city. They don't really know how to do it. So when you have do it all that been doing it and still doing it, it gives them more hope and belief that it can be done. You just have to do your research.
Yeah.
It definitely
Just have to
can
do your
be done.
research.
It definitely can be done.
So do it all. Hey, do it all. Let me ask you something. What in running for that office or that seat, what appeared or may appear to be the biggest challenge to you?
Well, I ran independent last time. I ran for citywide last time. Now I'm running for the ward that Digger grew up in. I grew up in. Redman grew up in. The Artifacts grew up in. Queen Latifah grew up in. Her family. So I'm running for that ward, which is the West Ward of Newark, New Jersey. So the thing about Newark, New Jersey, we're a fickle city. People don't go for the propaganda. People don't really go for the BS. You have to really be legit. You have to really mean what you say and say what you mean. So the difficulties are really just overcoming those obstacles, being who you say you are, being present, having receipts for your experiences, having receipts for the things that you're doing. And don't just try to do things when it comes for election time. If you really mean what you say and you're about the action and you're about the service, then you won't just come around during election time. You'll come around.
Right. All the time.
Yeah, that's his connection. When you hear somebody, when they Steve, you muted. That's his connection.
We got child do it all. Try to do it from his phone. His phone might be a clearer connection.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Yeah, but I did text it to his phone. I texted the link to his phone.
But I think he's on his computer. It looks like he's on his computer.
I'm gonna ask him. Let me ask him. Let me get on. Yeah, that might even work. Hey, do real quick. Are you on your phone or a computer?
I'm on my phone.
Oh, he's on his phone. Oh, okay.
My computer at the studio.
Okay.
But even I did this on my phone before. They never did this. Never act like this.
Yeah. This didn't happen to us in a long time like this. You know, you did it in that space you in right now too. Yeah. That when you hear all that, that's now. I'm the technician here. So when I hear that noise and stuff like that, I know it's a Wi-Fi issue. You know what I mean? Yeah, I already know that's a Wi-Fi issue. You know what I mean?
Wow. He's frozen. He's frozen right now.
Yeah, that's yeah. So we've been doing this for a while too. It's like we hear that noises, the echoes, and we hear the fizzle and stuff like that. The freeze up. That's a reception.
All right.
Let's internet thing.
Let's try this. Do it all. You got headphones?
It's not about the headphones. It's about the Wi-Fi, Steve. When something frees up and all this stuff like that, that's Wi-Fi. Yeah. You know, that's the internet. Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyway, yo, look.
Shamani.
Yeah.
Remember, hey, how you doing? You know.
Pebble, you okay?
Oh.
Everybody.
I don't know who Wi-Fi, but it's somebody.
No, we good. All of us here is in different locations. We all over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got the hard wire. I ain't even got no mustard. It's hard wired right into the thing, baby. Yeah.
I think it's where he's. If he probably.
Sometimes you gotta move around, dude. You gotta
go to another part of the house. Probably go to another part of the house.
Yeah, you moved around somewhere. That happens a lot. If you move
Dude
around,
got such a cute smile. It's like no matter what's going on when he smiled, the camera seemed to freeze in that spot. Oh my God.
Yeah, try another little spot in the house to. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Unmute yourself. Oh, he went out.
Yeah, if you're watching us on Instagram, this is live stream. We live streaming right now, and I think when our guest got a little internet situation going on, and this is Do It All from Lords of Underground, running for councilman out in Newark, New Jersey.
Here come the Lords. Here come the Lords.
We give him our support. You know what I mean? Because he's setting the blueprint. You know what I mean, for the culture. And this is something that we all need to keep our eyes on and keep our ears listening to. This is a blueprint for the culture. Okay. And so let me finish reading. Mick said, read what he got to say. Even though my Black mother did her best, I believe that Black men had to navigate their realities in a different manner than our fellow women. So I held the weight of a Black male thoughts and opinion as more beneficial to helping me understand and making it through life. My Black male influence came largely from rap, hip hop. I'm a part of this culture. Black men who I have connected with. Do it all. You look better right now. Something looks a little better there. Dude, you there?
I'm here.
Yeah, we still a little echo, but yeah.
I think it looks good right now. I hear that sound a little bit, but
we hear something. Anytime we hear that tap dancing, we know something's going. We hear that little. We hear every time we hear the little French fries and popcorn. we know something going down.
It's better right now.
Yes.
Hey, but dude, man, it's like we just can't salute you for what you're doing, man, because you said something that a lot of people really need to really be aware of, man. When we get people that sacrifice their life and put themselves up front, man, we so quick to stone them. You know what I mean? We so quick to
Yes.
shit on them. And
Yes.
at the same time, we always crying about stuff. As soon as somebody step out to help, we shit on them so quick, man. It's like it takes a lot of work. That even happen with your family. You do stuff to help your family out and something, and that's what that people just start creating conspiracy theories and shitting on you. It's just like it comes with the territory with being with leadership. That's why I said, blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' namesake, because it's almost like as soon as you step your head out and say I'm gonna help people, you know, all the naysayers, they just get in line and say, oh, he can't do it. What makes him do it? He don't know nothing. He ain't from Harvard. He ain't from Howard. He ain't from here. He ain't from Cornell. Where's he from? So what? He grew up in the hood. You mean? At the end of the day, man, it's whoever got the vision, compassion, and can get people the confidence that know that he gonna have that platform for their voice to be heard.
Yes, and it's all about what comes out of your mouth decides your next direction and who is listening. That's very important. What comes out of your mouth. I tell Khalil all the time, brush his teeth before he speaks.
Hey, yo, Pooh, you want to take it? That see, look, hey, dude, what are y'all gonna do about the fallout shelters? You see back of the house? You see the fallout shelters? What are you doing about the fallout shelters?
Listen. This is my camp. This is how I do my mugs. This is where I work at. Yeah, this is what I do right here.
You know, that's crazy. But you know, a lot of people do feel.
You're right. I mean, it's you can have book smarts, and you're right too, Kyle. You can have book smarts all day. But if you have no application of those book smarts, then what are the books? The knowledge is just futile.
That's right.
That's right.
Absolutely.
It's like
Absolutely.
you gotta have application, because if you even college nowadays, I'm going back to get a bigger degree in New Jersey, right? And I'm doing that because they're allowing me to have to include my life experiences as credits. So because of my life experiences, I get 30 credits added to what I already have because of my life experiences, because of me traveling the world. And that's because of hip hop. So hip hop has gotten me 35 credits.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
right.
It's crazy, but that's real. Traveling the world, experiencing business, and starting businesses and being an owner of businesses and things of that nature. So those life experiences are credit to, our social equity. You know what I mean? And that's what it's about. It's about utilizing your social equity to help out your society.
And what's crazy is instinct and common sense is powerful tools. Those two things right there. Instincts and common sense can get you a long way, man. If you just follow your gut. People don't realize how much following your gut feeling on things really turn out to be profitable. So, it's just passion, and passion is very important. Consistent passion, man. Just don't stop. Because if they can do it, why can't you do it? That's it, man. So
purpose leads you to your passion, man.
Bingo.
Don't forget that. Sometimes people say they don't know what their purpose is. Once you find out what your passion is, you'll find out what your purpose is.
Facts, brother.
Yes.
Facts, man.
And going back to what you said,
I turn my passion into profit.
As you should.
All day.
But that's natural. Like that's natural. Like when people chase the bag, they always continue to chase. But when you chase your passion, profit comes with that. Like things,
absolutely.
It's just things that come with that regularly. So you don't have to chase the bag. It's learning how to work that bag from your passion.
That's right.
So you know what? So Steve said something like, I remember hearing Oprah Winfrey said, "Let your intuition be your guide." You know what I mean? So that means do it all. You're doing it all.
Okay, no.
Hold on, Steve. Hold on. Our show is called a cut 'em off show. We cut each other off like we are Rikers Island. We just be pulling out Ray. Pemberley will cut me up as soon as I say one line, and I got one slice with $150 Steve, $150 in my arm. Like, dude, we got it. Look, come on, man. Bring some band-aids to this shit. Listen to what I'm saying. Look. No. Hey, but dude, man, I know every person that, you know, goes to, you know, become what I call like a service. You know, makes himself, you know, chooses to be a service to the people. You got to make sure, yeah, you gotta make sure you got that resume, that routine, your success routine in order. When you meditate and you got your whole thing in order, because sometimes it can get over. I know it can get overwhelming hearing the voices and and making those decisions when it comes to like creating laws and policies and stuff like that, and get people together. I know it could get messy and get overwhelming, man. So as a brother to a brother, man, make sure you got your routine, your joint where you're able to get to yourself, be yourself. You know, I know you got family, your wife, kid, but I'm talking about the due time. Do it all need to do his time right now and clear his zone so he can handle what he got to handle. Because I tell you, man, when you're helping people, man, as much as you want to help them, it's like some people think you're hurting them. So you got to just always know that you already know because you're doing it already. That it's the bigger good is when you as you just keep moving forward, it all works out because we're looking at not now, we're looking at generations and generations of kids. You know what I mean? Because whatever you're doing right now, it's affecting it's going to affect 2 or 3 generations behind you. I'm talking generations because they got to be able to say, I see him do it, and you gonna be in that lineage of that line, like he did this, and how did he do it, and how did he work, and we know what he had to do. So it's gonna trickle down, man. But you're doing a fun. We you don't know, man. This is exciting, man, to us, man.
Yes.
And we gotta say, man. Being a person of color, being in the game you in, man. You gotta be real cautious of scandals because if it's a black man that scandals, it's trickled 3 times as a white man.
Especially
it,
the women. Especially, I'm sorry about that, ladies, but sometimes they going after the bag just because. Yeah, he hugged me like this, and when he hugged me, he squeezed me really tight. It was uncomfortable. That could be like from 5 years ago, and they'll bring it up as soon as you get elected. You know what I'm saying?
One thing hip hop helped me out with, man. First of all, I'm not doing, I'm not running for council for the salary. Because to be honest, we go on tour and I come back with that salary or more. You know what I mean? And that's only 3 weeks. You know what I mean? So we come back with that salary. So I'm not doing it for the salary. I'm hip hop. I mean, like I said, I just turned 50 in January. We started this when I was 19 years old. You know what I mean? So I've had a plethora of great times with beautiful women all over the world.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you're not getting me with no magical P.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
No, for real.
So my point is like the only and I don't have to live in Newark, New Jersey. I live in Newark because I'm assigned to Newark, New Jersey. My God. You know what I mean? Like so it's sometimes you have a plan, but God has a different plan.
Yes. Yes.
So, in other words, I don't have to live here. I live here because I have a job to do in the second part of my life, and that's being a public servant to my people. So all of those scandals, if you hear something about scandals, it's a straight up lie or somebody's trying to set me up in some kind of way because I'm staying far away from all of that. If we can't do fair, correct, and right and exact business, then we're not doing it. If it's not business that pushes our team forward, Team Baraka, our current mayor, and our West Ward, then we're not doing it. You can't hand me nothing. You can't give me nothing unless it's out in the open, it's public, because I'm not going through that. We've had too many scandals within our city for so long, and not even in our city. And then all eyes are on me anyway, because I'm the black sheep. I'm this hip hop guy who has penetrated this system that has been created by the Irish over 100 years ago. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to allow that to happen.
That's right.
I'm glad you brought that up because that's one of the things that I always see that it kind of like stagnates, the progress and us kind of like rebuilding and creating like a solid economic foundation and political foundation for ourselves is that our character is always under attack, and our people, somehow fall victim to some of the things that, or the playbook that's been, used to, create those situations that, make us fall victim to. But at the end of the day, you said something that was good, Dual. You said you've been around the world. You got the insight. You could read. You could read between the lines, man. And I think that's going to be important. That's going to bring you far, because at the end of the day, man, it's about knowing the terrain you in. You know what I mean? And once you know that terrain, you should be knowing how to bob and weave, man. Because at the end of the day, we need people now that know the terrain right now, because we're not really getting to these places we need to get to without us knowing the terrain. Because at the end of the day, this whole game that's been played, they've been playing by the best against themselves, and now to us it's like kids play. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like,
Right.
So now it's like we got to know the game and be able to kind of like, make the game work for us, man. But at the end of the day, man, just that that calling you got and you following in your purpose, man. And for all of us that's been out there listening, man, I don't know what happened today, man. Dude, you brought them on here today, because they there's a lot of people on there right now.
Man, shout out to everybody that's on. Shout out to everybody who supported me, because like I said, this is not an easy thing. I ran for council in 2018, and I learned a lot. I still got a lot to learn, but I've learned a lot, man. And I just hope that the people see that even though we didn't win, we got over 5,000 votes, and we landed in the middle of two big machines independently. And I just want people to know popularity doesn't win this race.
Right,
it's about being
right.
in the community. Just because I'm a hip hopper, and my opponents tried to use that at once, well, he's a rapper. And I said, yes, I am. I am a rapper. But I'm a rapper who brought 80,000 pounds of food to this city. I'm a rapper who dealt with the water issues in this city and gave out thousands of cases of water. I'm a rapper who got the lift bus for our special needs school. And then since we got that bus, the city matched it and gave us another bus. I'm a rapper who deal with homelessness and housing. And I'm a
That's
rapper
what I'm talking
who deals
about.
with things in our community. So yes, I am a rapper.
That's
what I mean?
right.
And I come from the culture of hip hop. I will never denounce that, because I want people to understand this is who we are. This is where we come from. I am what hip hop looks like grown up.
Woo! God damn!
Like grown up. You know what
Let
I mean?
me find. Where the goddamn bell? I ain't even.
Shit, look at the, you gotta think, you gotta think, shit. Ronald Reagan was an actor. What's the difference? Shit,
Right.
That was
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
I'm trying to use like rap, like come on, man. Everybody had other things they was doing. Now, speaking of rapper, since we're on that subject, I know it's like 50. 50 does his rap thing, but 50's in doing good with the movies, the being rap, the power, and all that. Shout out to Fifth. You guys, yeah, I'm happy. He's definitely.
We gotta get 50 on here too.
Expanding his lanes as an entertainer, like you are. How is it? Are you still making music and everything, right? I know
I'm on a studio in Newark. Well, you've been in my studio in Newark.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So I own a studio there, man. Let me tell you something, man. I am such a hip hop head. I was a fan of you guys. Like, I was under your tutelage, even though you didn't even know it. You know what I mean? I was under the tutelage of Run DMC. Didn't know them. But now you guys are my friends. Run and D are my friends. You know what I mean? And it's like, I love to do that. So politics is super stressful. It makes you want to smack somebody in the mouth. But you can't do that. you can't do that, right? But what I do is, since I own my own studio, I might get off maybe 9-ish to 10-ish at night. What I'll do is I'll call my engineer, Super Is, and I'll be like, yo, Soup, meet me at the stew. I gave him the codes to the studio, so he go in there, I come in there, and I just write, or I just get something off my chest. He go home, I go to sleep, wake up at 5:30 in the morning, go to the gym, do it all over again. You know what I mean? So I still make music, man. I still make music with my crew. We still on the road. Shout out to DJ Lord Jazz and Mr. Funky. You know, we still on the road. We got an album coming out.
man,
Wow.
I mean, we just still, we still.
It's in your DNA, man. It's in your DNA, man. It's in your DNA, man.
And it's a lot of people that love you do it all. Look, two of my sisters, you know Clee and you know Trini. Trini is like, she'll call me and she'll be like, do you see what Do It All is doing? Yes,
Shout out
Trini.
What up, Trini?
I'm like, yes, Trini, I see what Do It All is doing. Are you gonna be on the ticket? she like, I'll be on the ticket. He just gotta call me and tell me. But you're doing amazing. There's a lot of people that love you. And look at that smile. That's a beautiful thing.
Thank you.
You know, that's a beautiful thing. Because a lot of people, they'll get up there, they don't really smile like they really supposed to, and it look phony. To me, at certain times they smile, it look phony. But you so genuine, and you like to help people, and that's what I love. You know.
You know what, too, though, Pooh? Like, you know, hip hop, we always was taught to get an ice grill. Right, you know, we in pictures. If you look at all the old 90s pictures and all that, everybody is. But I went to pick up a big check one time, you know, from an attorney, and a friend of mine said, "Yo, how was your day?" And I was just like, "No, it was cool." And then she was, you know, just everything she said, I was like, "Yeah, you know." She's like, "Yo, why you looking like that?" I was like what? She's like, "Didn't you just get a nice check today?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Don't you have this and don't you have that?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She said, "Well, what are you ice grilling for? Like, who are you mad at?" She said, "You're a grown-ass man." She's like, "You're excited. You're happy." And
For
ever
real.
since then, man, I smile. I smile even when things, you know, I don't even have a reason to smile. You know, I just smile because you never know. When they say a smile is infectious, you know what I mean? It's infectious. Yes, it truly is, because you might smile at somebody and just make their day. You might just give the.
That's
Not
right.
even trying to talk to them. You might see a young lady walking by and say, you know, you look beautiful. Your hair looks beautiful today. And, and you know, and ladies, that comments don't, you know, mean that people are always trying to talk to you. They just might just be showing you love, and it could just change somebody's whole mood. So I just smile, man. Because I think about it. I'm from a number block in the West Ward of Newark, New Jersey. Everything could have went different, and it almost did. So I've changed my family's lives. I've changed other people's lives, and now I have the ability to be to effectively make change in my entire city, in my ward that I grew up in. Live, I don't have no time to hate. I don't have no time to be down. That's exciting for me, because I'm the first man in my family to do a lot of the things that I have done. And not only the first man in my family, I'm the first man out of my crew to do some of the things that I've done. And in May 10th, 2022, I will be the first platinum selling rapper in America to become an elected official as councilman of the West Ward of North New Jersey.
That's what I'm talking about.
Amen.
Yo, dude, let me say this. One thing I love about you, one thing that I gotta say, is them goddamn suits and them shoes, boo. I love a man in a suit and the shoes. Everybody can't wear a goddamn suit, but goddamn, you wearing the hell out of the suit and you're posing so smoothly. I'm like, goddamn, you better work it, dude.
Hey, we all got a uniform sometime, right?
That's right, baby.
Yeah.
You know, cops wear their uniforms. You know, firemen, ambulance people, and when you're in the city in certain way, we're gonna do it. We're gonna dress the part, but we're gonna do it hip hop style too.
Right.
You know,
and
we
know the duos jack of all trades, man. Don't sleep on a nigga acting. The brothers acting skills.
Yeah.
Oh.
Produced by J.D. Williams. You know, he's amazing, man. J.D. Williams, you know him from The Wire. You know him from Bounce TV, Saints and Sinners. He put me in a new project. And a lot of people are trying to get me to do a lot of different things back with the acting. We're going to get in this seat first. And art is my passion. So now I turn art, since art is my passion, I turned it into my purpose. So I'm going to be purposeful through art to help my city, you know, and policy through everything in my city. And watch what we do in Newark, New Jersey. We're going to turn up in a big way that's going to save souls. Watch.
Hey, yo, I'm supposed to be in a movie. I'm supposed to be in a movie, right, Colin? I'm supposed to be in No, Master P said I'm gonna be in his movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I say that? Did I? What the hell? Yeah, I got to see that shit. I'll drink to that. Hey,
Look, Trini just came on. Trini just came on. Yo, no, I stepped to Master P about my record, and we had a 2-hour conversation, and he was like, Pebbly is my new best friend. He was like telling everybody, Pebbly is my new best friend, and he was like, he's doing a biopic on his life. He said Queen Latifah is gonna play his mother, and he said he gonna find out what position I'm gonna play. I said, listen, I'll be the bum. Excuse me. And they had some change. You know? Yes. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. That's all we can say. We'll see.
Hey, oh God. Hey, Pooh.
Pooh crazy, yo.
Yeah. So
I think she can do it though. Why not?
Yeah.
You know, only because Duo said that. Only because you said that, fam. I'm gonna give it a benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna give it
Oscar winning.
No, but Khalil, tell him.
You gonna run with it, Pooh. I mean, you gonna run with it, bro. Khalil. There you go, Pooh. There you go, right there. I got you hard. Okay, we say
no, Khalil, tell him you heard it for yourself. Did he not, or did he not say it?
Yeah, you talking about after you snuffed him?
You just had to say that, right? You just had to say that.
Oh, so dude don't know you snuffed P? Master P?
Oh Lord, you snuffed P.
At a conference. She went up to the guy and said, "Yo, you the song, you know that was for my song." Master P said, "Nah, my brother got shot," and I was like, nah." Pooh said, "That's some bullshit." He said. And he said, "No, he's not." He said, "Nah," and Pooh snuffed him, and he was like, "Oh shit!"
No, he was saying, he said, you know how sometimes somebody died that's close to you, you don't really know, and then when you get the message that they died, you be like, "Oh, nah." Yeah. And I said, ain't nobody gonna believe that bullshit. I said, nobody gonna believe that. I said, you telling it to me, I hear you, I understand, but ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. I'm just telling you that right now. That's my goddamn song.
Hey, yo, so look, before we wrap this up, man, what can we do to help you, bro?
Man, just what you're doing right now, man, media is important, so everybody out there sounding my voice, man, we definitely need a war chest. Like my thing coming out of hip hop, we done made a couple of dollars, so I felt like I didn't want to ask anybody for anything. But what I do understand is when you're doing these campaigns that it takes a war chest, and you really gotta ask. You gotta ask your friends. I want people out there in the hip hop culture to understand this is not just me running for office in the city. This is somebody from the culture who represents the culture running. So initially, it really is all of us running for this position that represents hip hop. And you can support, man, by texting "Do It All." Just text "Do It All" to 973-846-2211. Text "Do It All" 973-846-2211. And when you get on there, you can donate. Just follow the instructions.
No, hold on. Do it. I need you to say it real. Let me just put this up here so people say. Text.
Because Colin went to slow school.
So you can text "Do It All."
Yeah.
Just text "Do It All" to
973-846-2211.
2211. And when you get on there,
hold on.
You text.
Hold on, 84 what?
846-2211.
Hey, what happened to Pebbly? But anyways,
we see who Wi-Fi is now.
Pebbly, that was your Wi-Fi, dude. They say don't get around. Look, because he sound like a Krispy Kreme donut right now. He's crispy right now. He's moving.
I moved to the office.
So that we talking. Everything is
oh
right
my
now.
God.
I was in the kitchen kids and try to eat breakfast.
man. See y'all, do y'all mess me up, man? I'm gonna put this up here while we still got a lot of people on here.
973.
Hold. Let me just do it because Pepper messed me up. Pepper, I swear for Lord's name, I'm gonna kick your ass. Hold on, sister.
Kill me. What number that is again? 87 who?
No, 973 what?
846 2211.
Oh, Pepper. She's enjoying this right here. That's it, right? Dude, that's it right there?
Oh,
That's
gosh.
it right there, man.
Thank you,
Text Do It All
Jesus.
to 973-846-2211. And once you get on there, once you get the text back, follow the directions. You can donate anything from $1 up to $2,600. But please don't donate after $2,600 because the election law report says I can't accept more than $2,600 from an individual. So that will definitely help. And you can also go to the website too.
Listen, y'all, not 2,700, 2,600.
Right. and you can also go to the website, which is www.DupreKelly, and that's DUPREKELLY. DUPREKELLY.
I'm telling you, Dummy, stop laughing. I'm trying to get it. Oh, God. I just want to throw a balloon with water in the head. Yo,
that is crazy.
Now, hold. Give me the website. Give me the website again. www.
Dupre, DUPRE.
Yeah.
KELLY. DupreKelly.com.
I got that.
You got it?
Shut up, Beverly.
Carlito takes 23.
Hey, dude, that's your government name, right?
Yes, sir. That's my
government
name.
Is that right? That's right,
Yep.
right, dude?
Yes, sir. Yep.
All right, so listen, everybody that's been on here, I know y'all been riding with us for years, but we've been doing this like 3 to 4 years now, 3.5 to 4 years. You know, this is a brother that we really connected our family. He's doing something major and he's setting the foundation and the blueprint for the culture. We really want y'all to really, support. Dig in your pockets. I know some of y'all still got the stimulus checks, unemployment checks.
They ain't got that shit. They ain't got that damn stimulus check.
People still got it in their banks.
They bought crab legs with that.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm one of them. Yes. Right. Lobster, that be me.
So, look, again, y'all donate something. If you want to donate something, just go right here, donate something. Go to the website. Make sure, especially if you know people in that district, Newark, New Jersey. Make sure y'all, support that, and support our brother, Do It All. And anybody want to donate, right there, like I said, here it is, donate so we can make this happen. We need this to happen because it's going to happen regardless.
That's right.
Man,
That's right.
That, man.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And when I do something, man, y'all gotta come down for real, y'all. When I do
we got you.
Yeah, just let us know.
Doing a big fundraiser for me in January for my birthday. So
okay,
I really need y'all in the building, man. You know,
we there.
Pebbly always is it food gonna be there? Because that's one of Pebbly's pet peeves.
Yes, I definitely
gonna be some fine cuisine.
Yes,
it's gonna be a black tie fair, man. We're gonna get our grown man on.
Oh, it's gonna be a black tie fair. Now we talking, but I don't know if Khalil gonna show up because his shoes that he wear, he just got it. He's not really listening to me.
He got the lemon pepper steppers. I'm a lemon pepper stepper.
I don't know what Beverly was saying. I was trying to hear you. You said Khalil got the illest shoes out.
No, them corn.
You hear? Can you hear?
Yeah. Hey.
What did you say?
Do it all, my brother. I gotta go, man. Much love, my brother.
You already know.
Salute,
man.
You already know,
man. Appreciate
yes, indeed, man. We're gonna come through, man. Just give him the info, man. All right.
Steve lives in Atlanta. Steve lives in Atlanta now. You know that, right? Steve lives in Atlanta too.
Yeah, but I'm gonna come out there for that, man. For you, man.
Okay, no doubt.
All right.
No doubt.
Okay. Peace and love, y'all.
Peace.
Bye, Stevie.
Anyway, we're gonna be posting this throughout different shows just to keep everything moving, man. We got you, all right?
Appreciate
yes,
you.
Yes, and even also if you have a video, a new video, or anything like that, send it to us as well.
Yo,
and we'll share it.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna make sure Kev. I know Steve got my
Yeah,
number.
Kev,
You
yeah.
got my number too, Kyle. But I'm
I got your
gonna
number.
make sure that Pooh get my number too, and I'll send y'all everything.
All right, that
Okay.
sounds good.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
You're
Yeah.
100, brother.
Peace,
Number
y'all.
love, brother. We appreciate it.
Enjoy your
Salute,
day.
all right?
Peace.
All right. That was good chill for that. Yeah.
Family, I love y'all. Y'all have a great afternoon.